This is Captain America, the first Avenger, Off-Road Avenger. Very interesting vehicle playset. This is actually the second version, or the repaint of the original version that was released in the same movie toy line. But the first one was done in really Captain America blue, much like Captain America's uniform, and the design on the hood was more close to how the shield looked like, with a star and just two rings and some stripes, or flag-like, wing-like stripes at the side. This one is a redeco in what I believe looks more like a Commander Rogers theme. Even the blue is a lot paler. The star on the hood has the captain symbol with more of like the Steve Rogers. It's something. The reason I bought it, it's probably something, a vehicle that this particular guy would drive around and fight enemies with. If you have a Commander Rogers figure, he'd probably be, well, I don't want to sit him there. I was too lazy to put him there, but that was the only reason I picked this up. Was because I thought Steve Rogers would look good in it, or look good beside it, something like that. But Alex really liked playing this one, and if you have kids, it's a very, very interesting playset with a lot of playability, and really a very well-made product by Hasbro. So anyway, let's get down to the features. Just a quick look at the paint and details of the figure. Kinda looks like a G.I. Joe vehicle. I'm sure customizers out there could repaint this into looking more like a G.I. Joe vehicle, but you know, as it is, it's pretty cool. If you're looking at getting this figure on the shelf and you see a couple of sets, and you're looking at paint apps, the thing you want to look out for is the way the shield has been painted on the bonnet. Make sure that there are no overlapping, or that the lines are solid enough. Make sure that the stickers are on, the labels are on straight, and the white paint on the missile rack, make sure there's very little scratching and smudging, just like that. If you can see that. See on mine, there's a little bit of chipping right there. But other than that, brilliant paint apps. The blue plastic, the molded blue plastic they use, is a little bit glittery and shimmery in some way. So I really, really like this version of this vehicle. Okay, it comes with a really crappy Captain America figure. I mean, they spent all the money on the vehicle. They probably just wanted to include a figure for the kids. 5 points of articulation. It has this ball jointed neck, swivel shoulders, and hinge hips as well. And that's it. Detail wise, just crap. I mean, it's like they slapped on paint. I mean, it's good enough. The paint applications on this one, I'll have to admit, they're a lot better than what we've seen on the regular thing, the quarter-sized Captain America First Avenger figures. They're a lot neater on this figure, but the figure is just really, it's really just meant to be displayed riding the vehicle. Wait, before we do that, he also comes with a brilliantly painted and detailed shield. I actually like the shield. If you're looking for a good shield for Captain America or for your movie cap, this is a wonderfully done shield. It's made of hard plastic, not that soft rubbery plastic. And it does have the same features, like it has a clip on, and it stays on very well as a clip. And if you fold it down, it has the peg, although the peg hole is a little bit tight for the peg. Haha. You insert the peg into the peg hole. It can be a little bit tight, and I once popped off the shield and took off the entire shield, and this peg actually was left on the hole. Anyway, you can stay there. So very cool. And the shield can clip on to any of the handlebars as you wish, like that. But the instructions say to actually put it here. That's pretty cool as well. There is room on the figure. Oh, sorry, on the vehicle for 2 people. They will fit if Iron Man actually does run out of energy, repulsor energy, and he needs a lift, you can actually squeeze an Iron Man figure or maybe a Thor figure if you remove the cape, onto the passenger side, and it'll fit right in. Also, the original version of this vehicle didn't have the missile launcher rack. It had like just a gun. And it was I can't remember, but it shot a missile, and there is still provision for a figure to actually stand here on these peg holes and actually man the gun. But instead of a gun, this one has a missile, and I don't think you can do that. You can. The figure will still peg in, but there's really no room for the figure to stand or anything with a huge missile rack. So that's that. But I'm glad they kept that particular detail. I'm sure customizers out there will. It'll work well, I think, with G.I. Joes, and customizers will figure out a way how to do that, how to make a figure sit back there or whatever. So, all in all, features. Sorry, I forgot the missile rack features. The missile looks great, but the firing mechanism doesn't really suit me well. What you do is, there's no individual button per se for each of the missiles. What you do is you slide this particular piece from left to right, and we'll fire the missiles one at a time. Like that. Not a big fan of that. Alex had a hard time. I mean, she's turning 4, and she had a hard time really just moving this thing from left to right. I think Hasbro would have done a better job if they had put individual buttons for each of for each of the missiles. This one was really hard, and I think the box says this is for ages 4 and up, and I think a 4-year-old might have a difficult time doing it. And sometimes, if you don't do it hard enough, sometimes the missiles don't fire because the latch just skips on there's a button underneath that the latch just hits, and sometimes if there's a little bit of a gap elevating this thing, if it's not pressed down, it will miss that latch and the missile's not gonna fire. So anyway, good strong firing action. Spring is strong enough, and it will fire a very good distance. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Alright, very, very nice. I actually like this set, and again, as I said, customizers can use it for G.I. Joe, or if you do have an Avengers display, I think this will sit well if you have a Commander Rogers or even Captain America. Okay, get rid of Tony. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to add it to your favorites. Click the thumbs up icon at the bottom. If you want to know my latest toy purchases and upcoming reviews, please follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/fxfranz. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my other channel, www.youtube.com/user/Chefatron. There you go, folks. The Captain America, the First Avenger, Off-Road Avenger vehicle playset. Thanks for watching.